Hello, welcome back. My name is Tiffany and I'm so happy that you're here. Today's my first full day of quarantine. This morning I settled in, unpacked everything, moved furniture around as I'm looking around the room, and set up this space for us to share yoga together. So let's get right into it and start in child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. Walk yourself forward, body forward. Allow yourself to settle into the mat, settle into our practice today. You can rest your forehead on the ground, or you can stack your hands or your fists and allow your forehead to rest there. Take whichever option is most comfortable to you. Always listening to our bodies. Take a deep inhale and a full exhale. Maybe a sigh, letting everything out as we settle onto our mat today. You can let your breath be normal, natural, every day. No need to control it right now. Feel your hips sinking into your feet, heavy towards the ground. Allow your belly to relax softly between your knees. And the tension in your neck and your shoulders release into your arms, hands resting on the ground. Maybe you want to rock your head side to side, giving yourself a little massage in the forehead, making sure there's no tension. We're not scrunching our face at this moment, not thinking too much about anything, but being here, present in this moment. And then take another deep inhale and a full exhale. Inhale, press your hands down, lift your head, support yourself back up. To sit on your knees first. I wanted to share with you today the different movements in our spine. So we're going to make sure we have a whole body movement, but focusing on extension and lengthening the spine, a little bit of back bend, forward fold, flexion of the spine, lateral extension of the spine, side bends, and lateral rotation of the spine, some twists. And we'll incorporate all of these movements into the flow that we'll do today. So I'll ask you to focus on those, paying a special attention to the way that the spine moves in different postures. So first, let's roll forward into tabletop position, hands flat, knees under the hips. And we'll do cat-cow first. Make sure your hands are planted firmly, legs are stable and engaged. Feet pushing down into the ground. Inhale, drop your belly, open your chest, cow pose. Exhale, round your back, cat pose. 2 more. Inhale, look forward, drop your belly, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Suck your belly in, round your back, tuck your chin. 1 more. Feel the motion of your spine. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, come back to neutral, come back to center, and notice how you feel after those very simple movements. Tuck your toes, press your hands down, lift your knees, lift your hips for simple downward dog, our first one for today. So I like to keep my knees bent for the first downward dog, making sure that my spine is nice and long here. Maybe even shift the hips side to side, feeling how the body feels at this moment. Come back to center if you're moving. Maybe you want to paddle your feet now, stretching out the back of your legs. And breathing smooth, breathing steady, in and out of the nose if possible. Come back to stillness, come back to center. Your knees can still be bent. Inhale, look forward and drop our knees back to tabletop position. Walk your hands forward, really far forward, like we were in the child's pose. We'll come into puppy pose in between the down dog and the child's pose position. Hips are still over knees, forehead resting on the ground, arms reached out long and straight out in front. Feeling a nice stretch and opening of the side body. Breathe here and notice how it feels. One more inhale, and then exhale completely, exhale fully. Inhale, walk your hands back onto your shoulders, and then we'll take another downward dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Feel the energy from your hands planting firmly into the ground, coming up through your arms, through your torso, and lifting your hips a little higher to the sky. And you can feel your heels pressing down towards the earth, but they don't have to touch. Breathing smooth, breathing steady. Pushing your legs back to the wall behind you. Inhale, exhale completely. And then look forward. We'll just step slowly, mindfully, noticing how it feels to walk step by step to the top of our mat. Fold here. Ragdoll position, holding opposite elbows. Allowing the back body to lengthen, to relax. Feel your feet firm into the ground, pushing down through the heels. Maybe sway side to side, releasing any tension. And then coming back to center, coming back to stillness to release your hands, release your elbows, and curl yourself up to standing. And we'll take Tadasana, mountain pose here for a couple of breaths. We'll begin with half-salutations, sun salutations with the different motions of the spine, and then some bigger postures. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, arms up, reaching through the fingertips, pressing through the heels. Exhale, hands down, hands by our side. Another couple breaths to take notice. Just want to check in every time we do something different. We have comparison. We'll do 2 more rounds. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, reaching through the sky, pressing to the heels, maybe a small back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands by our side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, refold. Knees can be bent when you're folded, it's okay. Inhale, arms up. Reaching long and tall, stretching out, maybe a back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands by the sides. And then into our sun salutations. Inhale, reaching long and tall again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, torso upright. Just feeling how it feels in our legs as they feel stable and steady, holding us up. And then reaching long and tall through the spine. Breathing smooth. One more inhale, lengthening. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, knees down, chest, chin down, or any other way you like to come down. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. First one, broad collarbones, pressing the feet down. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe here, smooth and steady. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, body upright. Exhale, feel your hips sink, feel your legs sink, heavy to the earth. One more inhale as we lengthening our spine. Exhale, hands down, step forward, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold other side. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, left leg back, left knee down. This time, inhale, torso and arms upright, pushing down with our feet, reaching tall with our upper body. Breathe here. Feel the whole body in extension. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, knees down, chest, chin down. Inhale, second cobra. Feel the collarbones wide. Hug those elbows together. Push down into the ground. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes. Downward dog. Breathe here in downward dog. Notice how a neutral spine feels here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, arms and torso upright, reaching long and tall, still pressing through the legs. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, settle into the pose. Notice how it feels. One more inhale, reaching long and tall. Exhale, hands down. Step forward, fold. Inhale, arms up, reaching through the fingertips, pressing through the heels. Exhale, hands down, mountain pose. We'll do 2 more rounds. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, right leg back, right knee down. Inhale, arms up, reaching long and tall. Exhale, sink into the hips. This time we'll add a side bend. Left hand holding right wrist, reaching long and tall. Inhale, and then exhale, bending over to the left. So we're stretching our right side body. The right leg is in the back. All the way to your right fingertips, your arm reaching over your head to the side. Breathing here, noticing how it feels to bend to one side. Legs are still engaged and feet pressing into the ground for stability and foundation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, knees down, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe here for a few breaths. Take notice. Keep pushing your legs back to the wall behind you. Also bringing your chest towards your knees, towards your legs. Hands are firmly grounded, firmly rooted to the earth. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, arms up, body upright. Exhale, feel yourself sink. One more lift, inhale. And then right hand hold left wrist. Exhale, bending over to the other side. Feeling a nice whole body stretch on the side. Legs are stable. Breathe smooth and steady. Inhale, body upright. Exhale, hands down. Step forward, fold. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold, other side. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, left leg back, left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold the same wrist, bending over to the right. Stretching the left side body long, but not collapsing into the right. Both sides are still lifting. Breathe smooth, breathe steady. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward dog. Breathe smooth, breathe steady. Breathe smooth, breathe steady. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bending to the left. Left hand holds your right wrist. Breathing nice and long and tall and deep. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands down. Step forward, fold. Inhale, arms up, reach tall to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands by our side. Take a couple breaths here. Notice how it feels after those simple movements. One more round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, body upright, long and tall. Exhale, hands down, right hand down, left hand up for a twist. Spinal rotation. Top hand reaching to the sky, bottom hand pushing into the earth. Legs are still stable, engaged and not collapsing. Breathe here. One more deep inhale. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, knees down, chest, chin down, 8 limbs pose. Inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right leg forward, left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Simple twist on the other side. Right arm up to the sky, left hand pushing firmly into the ground. Both hands reaching away from each other. Length through the spine, chest broad. Breathing smooth and steady through the nose. One more deep inhale. Full exhale, hands down. Step forward, fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Last round. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, left leg back, left knee down. Inhale, arms up, reaching long and tall. This time you can take the same simple twist or bring your left elbow outside your right knee. Hands in prayer. And twist here. Look down at your foot. Make sure your knee and your foot are in one line together so that your elbow isn't pushing your knee in too much. And if it is, your knee and your leg is pushing your elbow back to the side. And then your palms press into each other to help you lift your chest, twist your spine, and breathe. Breathing, creating space where there may be tension or restriction. One more deep inhale. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, knees down, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward dog. Couple breaths. Notice how the downward dog feels now compared to the first one. Hands are still pressed firm, fingers are still wide. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. I forgot which side. Inhale, arms up, reaching tall and long. And then exhale, whichever twist variation. You can have your hand down like the first one, or right elbow outside, left knee, hands in prayer. Using your leg to push your arm and your arm to push against your leg, creating friction and stickiness between the contact points. To lift your spine, open your chest, press your hands together. You can look up, you can look down, you can look to the side, whatever is comfortable for your neck. Breathe smooth, breathe steady. One more inhale, one more twist. Exhale, hands down, step forward, fold. Inhale, arms up, reaching through the fingertips, pressing through the heels. Hands down, hands by our side, mountain pose. Inhale, sit back into chair pose. Breathe here, pressing down through the heels, reaching out through the arms, sucking in the belly a little bit. We're going to hold for 3 counts. Engage those legs. Release any tension in your toes. I have a tendency to grip my toes. Breathe. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Oof, release down. That's a good warm-up for the whole body. We're going to do it once more with a twist on either side. Inhale, arms up, or arms in prayer, whichever one. Sit back. Exhale. One more inhale, long spine. Exhale, hands to heart center. Then bring your left elbow outside your right knee. Pressing your elbow into your knee, elbow pressing back into the knee, pressing back into the elbow. Hands in prayer. Opening the chest. Rotating the spine. Breathe here. Inhale, come back to center. Change sides. Exhale. Right elbow, left knee. You can do it. I know it's hard. I'm starting to shake here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Hold it. Exhale. Release. Back to the top of my mat. I hope that you stayed there. You didn't need to adjust too much. And we'll go into some bigger flows now. Inhale, arms up, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right leg back, high lunge. Inhale, body upright, torso upright, arms up, sinking into our legs once again, noticing the back leg is strong. Front leg is active. Torso is lifting tall. Inhale. Exhale, open up to warrior 2. Back foot flat. Arms at shoulder level. Collarbones broad. Sink into the front hip, front leg. Feet grounded and firm. Breathe here. One more deep inhale. Full exhale. Reverse warrior. Right arm on the back right leg. Inhale, lift that left arm over your head towards the back wall. Feeling the stretch in the side body, sinking deeper, sinking lower. One more inhale. Exhale, release, come back to warrior two. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step back to plank, inhale. Exhale, knees down, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward dog. Come back to this neutral position, notice how it feels. Compare it to the little side bend we did for the reverse warrior. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right foot forward, left foot in high lunge. Inhale, arms up, torso up. Breathe here. Legs active, legs firm and steady, feet pushing to the ground, arms reaching to the sky. One more inhale. Exhale, open your arms, flatten the back foot. Warrior two. Can look down and check that your torso is in one line. Breathing smooth, breathing steady. Sink a little deeper to make sure that front leg is trying to be parallel to the ground. Inhale, drop your left arm to the left leg. Raise the right arm overhead. Side bend, reverse warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank. Inhale, and then exhale, knees down. Chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe here. Hands firm, feet firm, legs active. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot forward, warrior two once more. Second time in warrior two, notice how it feels. Notice if your hips are a little more open, if you can keep this back leg engaged, active. Feet pressing into the ground, lifting the spine long and tall. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow on left knee, right arm overhead, side angle pose. Make sure you're not sinking into that bottom arm, but it's just helping to lightly support your torso, making a straight line from your fingertips to the back foot. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees down, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog. Other side once more. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right foot forward, warrior two. Breathe here, breathe smooth and steady. One more inhale, and then exhale, bend that front arm. Swing the left arm overhead. Sink in a little deeper into the hips. Make sure your bottom shoulder's away from the ear. Finding a straight line from your top fingertips to the back foot. Stretching out. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, knees down, chest, chin down. Inhale, come to Sphinx pose, elbows on the ground, elbows below your shoulders, hands out in front, palms flat on the ground. Press your palms, press your forearms, lift through the chest, pulling the earth with your hands towards you as you imagine your chest pulling forward. Nice back bend. Legs are firm and engaged, pushing into the ground. Exhale, release, push back, take a child's pose. I need a child's pose, so let's take a child's pose. If you wish, you can take a longer downward dog, longer as in time period. Take a few breaths wherever you are, child's pose or downward dog. Notice how it feels to be in a neutral, resting position after that little bit of work we've done. It's important to take rest. Inhale. Come forward, exhale, downward dog if you're not there already. Take one breath here, inhale, exhale. Inhale, look forward, exhale, left leg forward, we'll do the same flow. Warrior two, back heel down. Let's combine everything and add one more. Inhale, drop your right hand, exhale, lift the left hand over your head, reverse warrior. One breath here, inhale. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, drop your hands. We're going to shift to side plank. Right hand down. Shift to the outside of the back foot. You can bring your front foot forward for support, or stack your legs, full side plank. Breathe here. Hold it for one breath, making sure that your whole body is in one straight line. And then press down through the hands, press down through the feet. Lift your hips. Maybe your arm reaches overhead. Notice how it feels for a side bend in side plank compared to the straight spine. One more breath. Inhale, exhale, hands down, plank. Inhale, exhale, knees down, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come to our belly. Let's do a couple of locust poses before we change to the other side one more round. So hands by our side, flat. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Exhale, also lift the arms. We'll do a few rounds, so keep your feet pressing into the earth first. Just lifting the upper body, engaging our back muscles, supporting our spine. Breathing here. 1, 2, one more, inhale, exhale, release. Maybe shift your hips side to side, notice how that feels. We'll do one more, this time also lifting our feet. Inhale, head up, chest up, arms up. Exhale, lift the feet as well, pointing the toes to the wall behind you, pressing, aiming your fingers back towards your toes, lifting your chest, lifting your legs a little bit higher. Keep breathing. One more deep inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And And then we'll go into bow pose. Dhanurasana. Bend your knees. Hold the outside of your feet or your ankles. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your torso. Exhale, push your feet into your hands and then pull your feet with your hands, lifting your thighs up to the sky. Breathing here. Keep pressing, keep pulling, keep lifting. 3, 2, a little higher. One last effort. Exhale, release everything down to the ground. Couple breaths. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, push back to downward dog. One more flow. We'll see how it feels on the other side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right foot forward, warrior 2. I'm working hard here. I hope you're working hard also. Inhale, exhale, sink into your warrior. Notice how this one feels compared to the others. Inhale, drop your left hand, raise your right arm overhead, reverse warrior. Exhale, settle into the pose. One more inhale, reaching to the side. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle, bend that elbow, reach the top arm overhead. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, windmill the hands down, side plank. Left hand down, coming to the outside of the back foot. Raising the arm up to the sky. You can have the other leg for support, or you can stack your feet. Breathing here, this time trying to have the body straight in one line, like plank. Inhale, exhale, pushing the earth away, reaching to the sky. This time, lift your hips and notice, maybe raise your arm overhead and notice how it feels for a side bend in side plank. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down. Shift to plank. Inhale, exhale, knees down, chest, chin down. Inhale, cobra. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog. We'll just do pigeon pose on both sides and then we'll begin to close the practice. So notice how the downward dog feels here after the body has been warmed up. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip up to the side. Breathe smooth, breathe steady. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, bring the left leg forward for pigeon pose. Left knee is bent to the outside, and the foot is to the opposite hand. Make sure your back leg is straight behind you, straight out of the hip socket, not going out to the side in any way. Get yourself settled, get yourself comfortable. We're going to do 2 pigeon poses on both sides. First one active, so pressing into the legs, pressing into the front shin. Front foot is flexed, back leg is engaged, pushing down, lifting through the spine. Breathe here. Notice how it feels to feel the energy pushing down so that you can raise up. One more inhale, and then exhale, release. Walk your hands forward. You can come all the way down to sleeping pigeon. Stretching out, noticing how it feels, the difference between the 2 pigeon poses. One active, this one passive. We make choices in everything we do. Feeling the stretch, feeling the body sink deep. Inhale, walk your hands back towards yourself. Push your hands down flat. Tuck your back toe, lift your hips back to downward dog. Breathe here, neutral position. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky, pressing up to an imaginary wall or a ceiling. Breathe. Inhale, and then exhale, open up the hip, bend the knee. Twisting to the side a little bit, noticing how the two sides feel. Breathing smooth, breathe steady. Feel the stretch from the side body to the hip. Inhale, back to center. Look forward, step the right foot forward, pigeon pose. Back leg straight out behind, front leg engaged, both legs active. Pressing down, front foot is flexed. Using that energy to lift your body. You can use your hands for support. Pressing into the legs. Feeling the active range of motion in your right hamstring, right glute. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, release everything. Walk yourself forward. Sleeping pigeon. Noticing how it feels between the two postures, one active, one passive. Notice if you feel a different stretch here now in your hamstring and your back of the right glute. Inhale, look forward. Walk your hands back towards yourself. Come to sit onto the right leg, swing the left leg forward, and we'll sit in cross legs. Just a neutral position to notice how it feels. Bring your right hand over to your left knee, left hand behind you. Simple twist, long spine, looking back behind you. We've done all these different motions in the spine. Twist, a simple twist is a nice way to integrate everything. Inhale, look back to center. Switch the cross of your legs. And then left hand on right knee, right hand behind. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist over to the right. Breathe smooth, breathe steady. You don't have to crank on yourself. It just has to feel nice and in the body, feel integrated, feel complete. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, come back to center. And then bring the right leg in, left leg out to the side. Left foot is flexed, engaged, and the heel is pushing down into the ground. You can bend your knee to feel the heel really push and then begin to straighten the knee. So it's an active stretch on the whole back of the left leg. Sit tall. Notice how this feels. Long spine. Extending. And then exhale, walk forward, fold forward, spine is in flexion. Breathe here. Notice how it feels now to stretch out the whole back body. Inhale, look forward, walk your hands back up. And then exhale, turn over to face the straight leg, the left leg. Foot is still flexed, foot is still engaged. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, folding to the side. Shoulders are level, shoulders are even. Foot is still flexed, foot is still engaged into the earth. Noticing how this fold feels different from the fold down the middle. Inhale, walk back up to center. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, exhale, fold. Trying to keep the shoulders level again. Breathing, enjoying this moment of quiet. Inhale, look up, walk your hands back up to center. And then exhale, change sides, left foot in, right leg out. Straight out in front, foot flexed. Inhale, long spine. Just take notice of how neutral position feels, natural spine. And then on your next exhale, walk forward, fold forward. You may feel that one side allows you to fold a little deeper or not as deep. And it's okay, we just take notice and accept and love our body as it is. No two sides, no two things are ever the same. Inhale, walk your body back up. And then exhale, turn to the right side, over the straight leg. Exhale, fold into that. Foot is still engaged, leg is still active. Breathe smooth, breathe steady. Inhale, look up, walk back to center. Exhale, folding over to the left side. Walking your hands out, letting your body fall over the leg. Inhale, back up, back to center. We'll come back, we'll lay on our back, we'll do a couple of bridge poses, a happy baby, and then gentle spinal twist before Savasana. So come onto your back, feet flat on the ground, knees bent, palms press into the earth, legs engage, and feel your legs pushing into your feet, pushing into the arms to lift the hips. For bridge pose, you can interlace your fingers behind your back and roll your shoulders under, pressing through your feet, lifting your hips, bringing your chest towards your chin a little bit, engaging your legs, feet firm on the ground. Breathe smooth, breathe steady. 3, and keep lifting a little higher. 2, one more deep breath. 3, exhale, release your hands, release your hips. Give yourself a hug. We'll do one more, feet on the ground, palms on the ground. Inhale, lift your hips, pressing through your feet. Interlace your fingers behind your back, roll your shoulders under. Lifting your hips a little higher, engaging your legs a little more, pressing your feet, heels and your big toes, pressing firmly, bringing your chest towards your chin, breathing smooth, feeling active in the whole body evenly. One more deep inhale. Exhale, let everything go. Maybe hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a little hug. You can rock side to side, massage your spine. Come back to center and we'll do happy baby pose. Hands inside your legs, reaching for the heels, pulling your heels down, pressing your knees towards the ground. Breathe here. Maybe rock side to side like a little baby. Breathing, enjoying this stretch. Should feel release in the lower back. Come back to center, come back to stillness. And then drop your feet, allow your hands to form a T to the side. Push your feet down, lift your hips, shift your hips to the left and drop your knees to the right. You can use your right hand to hold your legs to help you pull down and twist your spine. Left arm out by your at shoulder level. You can look at the ceiling. You can look over to your left fingertips. Breathe here as we begin to settle in to close the practice. Inhale, release your hand, bring your feet back to the ground, push down into the feet and lift your hips, shift your hips to the right. Drop your knees to the left. Right arm at shoulder level. Left hand can also be at shoulder level. I like to hold my legs for a little support in the twist. Breathe in, breathe out. Release your hand if you're holding onto the legs. Inhale, feet back onto the ground. Shift your hips back to center. Gather any props you need for Savasana. Little towel for your eyes, a blanket, sweater or sweatshirt to cover up if you get cold. And then feel your whole body, whole upper body, whole torso, even and neutral, flat on the ground. Once you find that, you make the little adjustments that you need. You can straighten your legs out in front, allowing them to plop open to the sides. Take a deep breath in, full exhale out. Feel your whole body sinking into the earth. Taking this moment to relax. Close your eyes. Feel your whole body heavy and relaxed to the ground below. Release any tension in your jaw, in your cheeks. Releasing any crinkle in the forehead, between the eyebrows. Allowing the neck and the shoulders to release. Feel your chest and your upper back sink heavy to the ground. Allow your arms to feel heavy. Notice that your fingers are slightly curled in. Noticing your breath, that it's natural, normal, everyday breathing. And that your belly gently rises and falls back towards the spine. Notice your hips feeling heavy and sinking to the earth. Your thighs and your thigh bones sinking into the hip sockets. Legs and feet fully relaxed. Notice your whole body relaxed and settled into the ground. Just taking in all the benefits of the practice today. Bring awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe rotate your wrist and rotate your ankles. Reach your legs out in front of you. Reach your arms up overhead. Long and tall, like you're waking up in the morning. A nice stretch, maybe a sigh, maybe a yawn. Bend your knees, feet on the floor. Roll over to one side. In fetal position, notice how it feels here. This moment before transition. Just take notice. Use your top hand to help you push up to seated. Smoothly, slowly, gently come to a comfortable seat. Sitting tall with a spine of dignity and taking notice of how it feels. This moment after practice, compared to the moment before practice. Bring your hands to heart center. Send gratitude, send love, send joy to your whole body. Thanking it for everything it does for us every day. And sharing that same love and gratitude, positive energy to each other for sharing this practice together. Thank you so much. Thank you for practice today. I hope you feel good, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.